if you're James Wiseman and you're in drop coverage, you have to guard the ball. You have to be underneath the ball to guard the ball. Like, what is James Wiseman doing here? Like, now a third defender has to come to the ball. So now you're in trouble. James Wiseman doing here? Isaiah Livers is guarding the ball just fine. Like, I mean, his dribbles picked up. Like, why are you doubling? Get out. What was that? Want to be in the gaps defensively. You got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. You can't be moving your feet inward. Look at this player moving his feet inward. You're never getting back outward now. Okay, so Isaiah Livers is backpedaling here in transition. You have no chance of guarding Paolo Banchero this way. So you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to play on his side. You're going to have to force him into help right here. Get his dribble picked up. You trying to guard him one-on-one is now not productive for the defense. This is a terrible switch by Jaden Ivey. Like, you need to get underneath the screener. But Jaden Ivey eventually is now able to guard the ball right here, okay? So if you're James Wiseman, it's time to get up now, okay? Like, now James Wiseman is just really standing in no man's land. What's happening here? Is this supposed to be a switch? RJ Hampton switching. So did you say something? Because it looks like this player didn't get that communication. So the communication is atrocious here. One player is switching, another player is not switching, and yeah. If you are trapping right here, you cannot let Paolo Banchero turn the corner. You got to close this area off. Like, look at this right here. What is Jalen Duren doing? He just turned the corner, and now we are in trouble. This is it's happening again. Did Eugene Amarui communicate a switch? Because it certainly doesn't appear that way, because he's switching and Jalen Duren is not switching. Wow. Another atrocious switch. If you are switching the screen, you must be up, you must be level to the screener, you must be ready to guard. Eugene Amarui is none of those things. So now this player turns the corner, that collapses like 800 Pistons defenders, and they're in trouble. Okay, so if Corey Joseph is angling Cole Anthony this way, then Jalen Duren's got to be here in position, in drop coverage, with his feet set in a defensive stance. Okay? Like Corey Joseph moving here, look at Jalen Duren. Not even... hasn't even started to get there. So now you have no, you got to, how are you going to slide over here? You're not. You're RJ Hampton here. Don't gamble. You got to, like, you're already playing at a disadvantage. All right. You just got to work to get over the top of this handoff. Look at this gamble right there. That's going to take you out of the play. Unbelievable. Okay. So Jalen Duren gets his shot blocked. If you're Eugene Amarui, you have to sprint back, and you have to sprint back here. So Eugene Amarui is going to be 0 for 2. Jogging. Look at this jogging right there. And by the way, where exactly were you jogging to? You have to have your feet set in a defensive stance when you guard away from the ball. Look at Killian Hayes. Feet are not set. Look at his feet move. So now look. It's like how you haven't even, you going to be able to guard the ball now? No. This is... When this shot goes up here, stop, you have 0 for 4, and this player's sort of boxing out. You basically turn every miss into a 50-50 ball when that happens. If you are Jaden Ivey, you have to get fully underneath Banchero. You got to battle for positioning, but get underneath. Look at, you're not under, look at this. You're not. So now Banchero's easily, God, that is really frustrating. James Wiseman, you're in drop coverage. You need to get your feet set in a defensive stance. You got to be able to guard the ball, okay? Guard the ball. You got to be able to guard the ball and be able to slide over too. But you're not doing really either because you're just backpedaling now. Okay, this is terrible transition defense. This player should not be standing and guarding the ball. He needs to get over here. James Wiseman can guard the ball. This trailer can come back here. This player here. Like, we have 2 people guarding the ball right now in transition. That's horrible. No communication. There's a man in the corner. Did anyone remember that? What is Killian Hayes doing? Why is he already calling for a switch? Look at this. He's already... Stay with your man. Stay with your man. He hasn't done anything. What? Look at this. He hasn't come off the handoff. Like, what? What? Communicate in transition. So Eugene Amarui is taking the ball. He should say he's got the ball, but... So James Wiseman knows, okay, I need to stay out here and guard another Magic player. Like, look at this. We have 2 people guarding the ball again. So, I mean, of course. This Pistons player's feet are set right here. Stop. You're doing fine. This is good defense. Look at this. Your feet are set. Oh, no. You just went upwards. So you're going uphill. That means this little jab step's going to get you flying all the way back. And now we have an open three. Okay, this is a terrible switch. This player is not ready to switch. So you got to play on his side. Right here, you got a defender in the gaps here. You're not going to be able to guard the ball one-on-one. So get up, force him into help. Or you can force him into help here. But you trying to guard the ball one-on-one now is horrendous for the defense.